All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're hoping that this goes through. I am sending out the invite. Hoping that this works now. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for another episode of Fright Night. We had to restart the podcast, so some of the questions will be restarted. I have shared out the broadcast. Shane Leon is here. Technical. It says you can't join because of technical issues, sir. Can you hear me?
Hold on, Jared.
Huh?
All right, I hear you.
Is everything like good? Do I need to switch anything?
Hold on.
So you're good. You can hear. We're all good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So we are gonna restart. Do you mind restarting what you said? Um, if I ask the question, do you mind that, or do you want to move on to the next question?
Well, we were at where I started as far as the first company, right? Or do you want to go further back?
Yes. Wherever you want to start. This is your interview. This is your interview. Wherever you would like to start. Because the last video I had to delete.
Well, as far as wrestling goes, I started the first company I was at was NAPW. That's North American Pro Wrestling out of Canada.
Okay.
They were the first ones to recruit me. Joined up with them last year. So I'm just now coming up on a year doing this.
That's amazing. So you've only been in the business just a year, but you've made a big impact within that year.
Right, right. Uh, so like the start, I mean, it like most, it wasn't very good, but I just kept working at it, and something clicked about the middle of this year, and it was like somebody strapped a rocket to my ass and shot me to the moon.
Skyrocketed. You made a big career. You made a big success in your career once you started.
At this point, at at this point, I have won 19 world championships over different companies.
That's incredible. That's an accomplishment that only few can say. And freaking, I am I'm gracious to have you on here. It's an honor to have Mr. Buster Anderson. I know you're always in the lives. Like when we do this, you've been in the one since we brought it back. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you being on here. Um, well, what was the first title you won in NAPW?
The first, the first title I won
Yeah.
in NAPW. The first one, NAPW, was straight. They have two. They have two brands. You have the Takedown brand and the Thunder brand.
Do you mind repeating that? You kind of blocked out there.
Say again.
You mind repeating what you said? You
Okay.
blocked out there.
NAPW's got two brands. They've got Takedown and they've got Thunder.
Oh. Which brand are you on?
And then they've got their Undisputed Championship. But the first title I won there was the Thunder World title.
Oh. Nice.
And that was
Congrats to you, man.
that was the middle of this year, maybe June.
That's a great
I've
accomplishment.
held that title
Hats off
twice
to you.
now, and then Jag Gibbs or Rob Anderson and I won the tag team championships there. He left the Fed. Don't know what happened there, but with John Robb being Black Label Society, we kind of had the tag team belts on the Freebird rule, so he joined me, and we're still the current NAPW tag team champions, getting ready to defend tomorrow night on their Winter Rumble PLE.
And you're related to Rob Anderson, yes? He's your cousin?
Yes, yes. Yeah. One of those distant things,
Okay.
but yes, it's there.
So he's not like the son of Ole Anderson or anything.
Oh no, no.
For sure. You never know, Ricky. Of course, you would know. Your family to himself. But yeah, thank you for that. Um, what um, what was it like going around to the other companies? Like, is there a company today like that you particularly like really grew really quickly to out of all the rest of them?
I'm gonna say GPW. Um, you know, I I joined those guys around maybe May of this year, and it was just like everything clicked once I joined them, and I have went straight to the top there.
What titles did you hold when you first got there, and like what titles did you hold going forward?
The first title I won there was that they've had some brands that become defunct now, but the first title I won was the Northern Impact Triple Crown World Championship.
Oh,
I won that one 3 times. And then I turned around and won
who did
that brand's Undisputed World Championship twice.
you hold tag gold as well?
Not there. No, I hold tag gold there now with John Robb,
But not before.
but not before. No, um, no, not before. When I first started, no, I didn't get into the tag team rank till August of this year there, and I was with AJ Woods.
I was under the impression you guys have held tag gold not just there in GPW, but quite a few other companies you guys have been in together.
Rob and I won it in VCW. Yeah, Rob and I won it with VCW, and I've heard rumor that they're about to start back up. But yeah,
I was talking about when you brought up Alex Woods. I was talking about how you teamed up with him, but that's cool.
say again.
I was meaning like when you were talking about Alex Woods, I was talking about how you and Alex Woods have held tag gold like in a few places. Because you brought up Alex Woods.
Oh yeah,
and
Alex and I held it. I mean, AJ and I held it in KCW in Underground.
and you held it in the Worlds Collide too, yeah?
We held it at Worlds Collide. Yeah, we held it at Worlds Collide.
And weren't you holding those belts for a while? Like, is there a record with a belt that you've held a long time?
We held those titles till Worlds Collide shut down.
Okay. You know that's coming back, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You gonna rejoin back up?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Awesome. Can't wait to see it, and I'll be observing too from my private skybox. Eddie's paying for it. Um, look who's joined us. We have Bradley Scott King, we got freaking Jaquil, we got Devontae, and we got Anthony Morris. Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you for watching the live. This is Buster Anderson's live. We're learning about him. And my next question, can you name a few rivalries that come to mind, some stories about some rivalries you have, like some favorite rivals?
One of my favorite rivals just popped into this live.
Really? Who is he, Mr. Briggs?
Mr. Briggs. Yes. Yeah.
Mr. Briggs. Yeah, Mr. Briggs. Tell us about that.
Oh man. He and I started going back and forth in GPW. Battles.
Oh,
I mean banger battles.
wars to
I took
remember.
titles off him. He took titles off me. And then we carried that to DPW. And I want to say there was another one, but I can't quite remember which one it was.
Any other rivals come to mind?
I've been at it with Big Lou quite a few times.
Wolfpack and BLS going at it.
He finally got the best
You have to
of me in
admit that the Wolfpack
RCW.
does have a good cover. Oh, RCW. Yeah, I've heard that you've been running the rivalry over there between you and Lou.
And of course, and then you've got the the guy that calls himself the golden standard there, KD. We've been through quite a few companies.
Mm. You don't seem too happy when you say that name.
Uh, KD's a competitor. I'll give him that. He's a good talent. See, but here's the
Is it
thing.
all for
Here's the
rivals?
thing. He's been
Uh,
doing this way longer than I have. Compared to Buster, compared to KD, I'm a rookie compared to him.
yeah.
But the success I've had, I pretty much equals his if it doesn't go beyond it. And I'm not downing him. I'm not downing him when I say that.
Well, I respect that honesty.
I believe in it. It may sound conceited, but I don't think it does. I think it's just speaking facts that I mean, I've matched the success of a lot of guys that have been this for a long time, in just over a year.
So you care a lot about golf.
I wouldn't go that far. I like winning it. I can't lie and say I don't. I mean, everybody likes to win gold. That's if you're not, I'm going to say it like Uncle Lauren used to say it. If you're not in this to be the best, then why be in it?
Well said.
I think a lot of people take me for having an ego, and I may have a little bit of one.
Everybody has an ego.
But I'm also not going to downplay the success I've had because I worked for it.
Amen. Well said. That's what we're here for. To get the honest truth and the facts. Now, what in WAE now? I want to talk to you about your experience there. I've heard you've been getting into a lot of shenanigans. Would you like to talk to us about that?
Shenanigans. See, my shenanigans are cheeky and fun. When you make friends with guys like Blind Man and CNI bears like GB, and guys like Eddie Walker, you can't help but get into some things. You know what I mean?
I guess so, yeah. Eddie's pulling me up on some weird trips, whatever you guys do.
Oh, there's been trips, all right. I mean, we just
I've
got back from
heard.
one from the cornfields in Iowa.
What happened there?
Well, you got to convince blind man that he's not running towards the ocean in a place like that. You know what I mean?
What? What? So is that all? Just can't convince them they can't go towards the ocean?
I mean, there's just a lot of crazy things. GB, quit the growling. Manners.
Oh no, you got GB with you? You're babysitting tonight?
Yeah, I'm babysitting GB tonight. I don't know what blind man and mama's doing.
They're probably with that new orgy group that they're with. They have like 9 others, I heard. They asked me to come join, and I said, no. I was like, One Direction. I went the other
It,
direction.
it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. And you guys wonder why I stay drunk on shine and snort coke. I mean,
Yeah, very much shenanigans happen because of these things. Oh, speaking of WAE, there was a certain somebody Eddie told me that you wanted to speak to, so I guess this is the floor for you to do it. Who do you want to speak to, good sir?
your last guess, Mr. Jack Graves.
Oh,
Jack,
oh.
you and me have been back and forth, and rings all over this thing. I'm coming for you here, too.
Is this a challenge being made?
It's definitely a challenge. Jack's got the edge. Jack is one of the few that's got the edge on me.
Interesting.
So a win over Jack is something I've got to accomplish.
And that's no easy task.
Oh no, not at all.
But you're no easy task either.
Exactly.
Both of you would put in a great match. Well, maybe Eddie will take those into notes and accounts. And who knows, maybe we'll see Mama Anderson on here one day. Or maybe GB, or maybe even Blind Man, or Urkel, or Waldo, or Barney.
See, I've already taken down
You
Urkel.
know,
I've already put Urkel through tables. That you've done this and that.
yeah, I heard that there's a nerd you're going to be facing at the pay-per-view. And it ain't Urkel.
Hey, bring the nerds on.
So what, is Buster declaring war on the nerds of WAE?
I think the nerds have declared war on Buster just because I like to bust their balls because they're nerds.
So they instigated it even though you were the one that instigated?
Hey. Let's not take it that far. Nerds instigate things just because they're nerds, okay?
Okay. Okay. Next question before we head off here soon. What? Who is your dream opponent, and what type of match?
You know, that's kind of a tough question to answer. Yeah, I can't, like, right off the top of my head, I can't really think of a dream opponent.
Okay, that's well said. Well said.
Thanks.
Um, Getting to one of my final questions of the night. Oh, you said, but what?
Oh, I was gonna say, but my domain in that ring is inside that steel cage. 2 out of 3 falls, no escape, pin or submission only.
Finish submission only. 2 out of 3 falls. No escape, huh?
That that that's my go-to match.
Well said. Well said. Well, we are coming to the closing moments of my show that I have to get going before the staff gets held up backstage and before I have a riot of food. And by the way, we're serving those tamales again, and make sure that you don't cook them up again, please.
Fine.
You better say fine. My damn show. You already made a mess backstage with GB and Blind Man in that toilet. You know how much people I had to get back there? I had to get Ronnie, and I had to get Donnie, and then I had to get Phil from down the street. Like, what the hell, man?
Well, I mean, you don't pay them to just sit on their asses, okay?
Hey, I guess the GWF benefit is really just that ghetto, right?
I mean, they got to do something.
You're not wrong. Um, what's the goal for Mr. Buster Anderson coming into the new year of 2025? Is there something you yourself, my friend, are wanting to accomplish? Excuse me.
Just to stay at the plateau I'm at right now without falling. And I know that's hard to do. I know everybody takes a fall, but my personal thing is to keep working my ass off like I do, and stay at that mountaintop.
Well said. Well said, Mr. Buster Anderson. Well said. And we hope to have you on more lives in the eventual future to come. Freaking, that's really most of the questions I had. I would just like to say thank you to everybody that showed up. Would you like to say any closing arguments?
Watch out for the enforcer. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, Arn Anderson.
Oh, no, Uncle Arn gave me that name. Uncle Arn blessed me that name.
Oh,
That's why I use it.
oh, oh, Mr. Uncle Arn, don't tell him to come to my house. Eddie knew Uncle Arn from back in the territory days when Eddie was going around back in the AD days.
Right. Oh, I know.
Apparently, your uncle was just like you back in the day.
Where do you think I get it from? I mean,
Hey man, it's the Anderson genes.
exactly.
Well, Mr. Buster, thank you again for taking your time to be here. We hope to see you on another live in the future, and we'll see you next time.
All right, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Of course. Anytime. See you for the next one.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of my live. I'd just like to say thank you to everybody that came and watched. And stay tuned for IZW, DPW, KCW, WAE, and RCW, and many of the other E-Feds. Have a good night.